So, is Shibarium going to be delayed or is it going to release tomorrow? So, I'm going to paint you the picture, walk you around the proverbial kind of park and tell you everything we know and show you the kind of the latest piece of content article that's kind of maybe hinting at the fact that we might, be delayed, if you will. All right. So, we'll state up front, hey, look, here it is. I don't know. I don't have a crystal ball, right? I'm not part of the dev team, and I can only report on what I know. So, with that said, hit that subscribe button, drop a like. I appreciate it. Tell the algorithm that we are here. Okay. So, this has just come out. So, Valentine's Day launch of Shibarium uncertain, developer confirms. If we look at this, so Shibarium has no fixed date of release. That's basically a quote, okay, from Satoshi himself, where he was talking in their Telegram group and things of that nature. Okay, so he said, "Hey, look, he responding to a query. Satoshi stated that again, there are no given details on the launch date, so he can't state any particular date for it." Further, the developer explained that a switch button could not complete the launch event. Instead, it passes through stages and phases that would ensure the functionality and stability of the network. Okay. And so you kind of got to, oh, and before, let me do this real quickly. Let me show you this. And so if you go to Satoshi's Twitter page, right here where this little dot is, where I just highlighted this, let me zoom in on that for you so you can see that. That little dot. This is his bio. Satoshi about I don't know, 3 months, 3 weeks ago, a month ago, whatever, changed something like that. Changed his bio right here to a very cryptic kind of message. Learning to play the flute. There's a heart shaped box going to be delivered in a wrapped up bow, things of that, which all kind of led everybody out there, including me, to speculate that we were looking at a February 14th, ish launch. Now, notice that number one, his bios change. Just know that that text is no longer there. And number two, the things that I showed you in that article that he's saying, or he or she, they are saying, as relates to kind of the process. Okay. So is it delayed? The short answer is we don't know. We're speculating because that's all we have. There's no definitive information from, Satoshi or the dev team. So there's all that. And then you kind of go, okay, when you're looking at complex technology code, software code, effectively that Shibarium is, there is a process, right? And I in the 90s I was in software sales and kind of engineering and things like that. And so I've lived that. I lived that for about 10 years. I remember working for big software companies, and you're trying to get a big release out of a particular piece of software, and you have to go through these processes. And so I'm not making excuses for Shibarium or anything like that. I'm just kind of giving you a little bit of insight, is that this is pretty complex stuff, and they don't want to release something that is bad, that doesn't work. And remember that when they release it, it's going to be in what they call a beta form, which basically means it's not ready for prime time. It's kind of like a test version that they released to us kind of in the public, and then it's on a test net. And then they're going to test it. They're going to get validators, delegators, and test it and debug the code and kind of get more people testing and things like that. And then once it's kind of like, okay, we're ready, yay, everything looks good, then they launch what they call a mainnet launch. So that's kind of how it works. Okay. So are we delayed? Maybe. I mean, again, we don't really know. Quite frankly, cards on the table, right? We don't really know at this point in time. But tomorrow is February 14th, so we'll see, right? And so I just wanted to kind of give you guys a heads up that I found this piece of information. This is kind of like a dialogue, right? And we'll see what we see. When you know, when I, excuse me, when I know, hey, when you know, I know. When I know, you will know. I'll tell you what I got for you. Thank you for your support. I'll see you later. Have a good one.